Morning, y'all. Okay, so today is a pretty good, exciting day. Sunday, the last video you all saw, which we had a live Monday, but the last actual video y'all saw, we got rid of some piglets. First off, everything there was very normal with piglets squalling. They just do. If you've ever tried to grab a pig, they're gonna squall, and it sounds like death is there. But it's just, they're trying to get away. So nobody was harmed. Everything was fine. Mama and the piglets are good, and they have weaned off Mama, or on the way out. So some of your indicators there is, are they eating feed? Is that becoming their primary source of food, and they're just stuck on Mama because they're right there and it's available? That's when you start knowing that they can be weaned off. You want to make sure that they're starting to eat feed, which all of ours are. So that's why we're able to move them. Also, I don't want to be like a primary pig farmer. The reason we do pigs is to grow for freezer camp, and then having piglets helps offset the cost of butchering. We will eventually at some point take our hand in trying to do the butcher ourselves, but this is a way for anyone that's thinking about getting into pigs. If you get a boar and a sow and you breed them, have the piglets, sell them, that basically pays for your butcher. The problem right now is butchers are just completely swamped with trying to get it in, so we're like on an on-call situation. So Mama is going to be going to freezer camp, but we want to make sure we get rid of all the babies. There is still that one remaining. If she doesn't sell, we'll just grow her out, and she'll be our next freezer camp pig in about 18 months-ish, because cooties take a little bit longer than, say, feeder pigs. But I wanted to address that real quick. So today is an exciting day. We are moving Rico and Suave, our Nigerian dwarf buck, and he's a mini Nubian wether, but those two go hand in hand. Like, they've been best buds forever. So they get to go to a new home, which I'm excited for them. They will be raised to be a Nigerian dwarf buck, so that's exciting. He gets to still continue his journey, and Suave is his partner in crime, so he gets to go too. Now, Buster. So Buster, we are actually going to keep. There's a couple things about Buster that are close to our heart, and we don't want to move him. So Buster was one of our very first goats that we had. He's a wether, so the thing about wethers, they serve two purposes: to being a companion to a buck, or a companion to a goat, or to butcher. We're not going to butcher Buster since he was one of our first. He brings joy to our heart. And so something about livestock, we're pretty strong believers. If they don't serve a purpose, then you need to move along with them. You don't want to just continue to blow money into feeding them. However, one key component that people sometimes forget: joy is an important part of something. So if something does bring you joy, then it's worthy to be on your farm, and that's what Buster does. Also, really weird side note that we have found out in the process: Buster is an all-white goat. So you bring in, I didn't even know all this, but you bring in some interesting folks wanting the goat. So it's interesting on where they're headed in that direction, and we just think about some of that juju. So we're gonna keep Buster. He's gonna move back in with the females. His sister, Anna, is in there. So they have been together before, and he just gets to really live his life out with us because he is a special little goat. All right, Rico and Suave are on their way to the new home. We got to meet.
Good home. I'm very excited for them.
Yeah, we got to meet an awesome couple. They watch the channel, so hi y'all. Thank y'all for getting the goats. And now it's time to take old Buster back to his family and friends.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy.
Come on.
Time to go be with your family.
This way. This way.
You're the good boy. He gets to stay.
Now, those are
Wants to
shoes.
eat everything. Okay, you're gonna hear the dogs barking because they get all jacked up off goats. Buster is just a good boy.
He said, I see him. Yes, I see him. Come on. Come on.
Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to say, what the dogs wouldn't hush. Buster's just a good boy. As you can see, he walks on a leash. He loves to be walked on a leash. He's like our little goat doggy. So yeah, he gets to stay. Hi, Dolly girl. Because the kids love him. He's one of the ones that we got from Jess and Maya. So he was one of our first 4 original goats. And he's just a good boy. So he gets to live the rest of his life here and be with his family. Hi, buddy. Hi, sweet boy. Yeah,
his
mommy's
sister.
boy.
The other sweet one.
Yep, there's Anna.
You sweet boy.
Oh, love the goats. They're so fun.
What's that?
Come on. Come on.
Goodness gracious. Angel, honey.
Hey, don't you at least smell him?
Look at chicken in there with pigs.
Yeah, they get in there all the time.
Probably not smart on their part.
He's still playing, actually.
Not a way to introduce yourself, Buster.
Well, he's a new kid on the block. He's got to make himself known. Wait. It's your brother. I ain't got no brother.
I know
I feel like you were fattening up a little bit.
that. Elsa. Elsa.
Every time.
So he's not sure about it. He keeps trying to get out with us, but hopefully he'll adjust. I think he would live in the house if we let him. But he needs to be friends. You need to make friends with the herd, Buster.
He said, "You're my herd. They're not my herd. You are my herd."
And then Angel, you can tell she's in heat. She has a lot of opinions. You're gonna be just fine. You got a barn. You got friends. We'll come see you.
Okay, so if you're new, because we have a lot of new people that have joined. Yes, welcome. But I promise it's not this crazy all the time. We'll get into just like how to do DIY stuff eventually. No, kidding aside. We decided to start downsizing once we moved to this new place and our goats got loose. Whatever caused that. But either way, we knew our goats got loose. People are not people. That's an issue. And we needed to really sit down and reconsider what our setup was going to be and what our priorities need to be for right now. We agreed one pen.
Yes.
We needed to get our animals down to where they could be in one pen that we can focus on because our barn area is now, fairly secure. I ain't never going to say anything's perfect. But any secondary pens were not an option right now. Like we needed to make sure that we could just get them all into the one barn. So that meant getting rid of all the boys, which we are now successfully done.
Except for Buster because he's a weather.
Yeah. And like I had mentioned earlier, he brings joy to us. So he does bring value to the farm because he's a joyful animal and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you have something that just brings you joy, that's value. All we have remaining are the pigs, which they are all said for because that one girl still pending.
So we have Mama and 3 babies left.
Yeah. And so Mama will be heading to freezer camp whenever we can get on the schedule or they have a cancellation.
Yeah.
So hopefully that
is
happens.
Our first pig.
Yeah,
The freezer camp.
first one that we raised up ourselves that's actually going to the freezer camp.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our other pig adventures that we did ended up having to sell them or get rid of them. So we're excited to have a freezer full of mama pig.
Yeah.
But that'll be coming at some point. However, we're happy. I'm starting to feel more relaxed.
Me too.
The garage is a mess. So I'm excited to get back in there because that's where all my stuff is, and it was hard with all the animals. So now I can start focusing on building things.
Yeah.
But I hope you all enjoyed today. Just moving animals around all over the place. But we'll be coming at you again very soon. Probably do a little kitchen stuff. You haven't got to see us in there just yet. And then perimeter fencing will be coming in the very near future as well. All right, y'all. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to down below.
We love y'all.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.